Hey, AfterBuzzers and Siesta Key fans, we are back talking about episode 8 of season 2, Deflect, 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 and Chloe's other famous line, she deserves to know. And don't they all deserve to know? We cannot wait to break this one down, so don't go away.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh my gosh, Deflect, 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 and Alex is rude.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
I am so over his attitude and his games and the way he likes new girls dirty. I'm not okay with it. But before we get into it, how's your guys' day going? It's a lovely Tuesday and we're talking about our favorite show.
Of
Favorite
course,
show.
just another amazing Tuesday night.
Amazing
Siesta
Tuesday.
Key, these fools getting on my nerves.
Oh my gosh.
People getting on my nerves.
This show, I just can't sometimes. But before we get into it, I'm your host, Ali Nasta, and I am here with my lovely co-host, DJ Bulu.
Hey guys, what's up? Glad to be back. So excited.
We're so glad you were back. There was actually some folks in the comments on YouTube. They missed you, by the way.
Yeah, I missed you guys. Thank
So,
you.
We missed you lots. And Katie Wolski, how's
Hey
it going?
guys, good. Glad DJ's back. Sad Kaylee's
Yes.
gone now.
We're always missing one of
Can
the
never get us all,
Quo-Fo.
right?
I got that from Floribama. Quo-Fo. That's what they call the guys. I just
said
finished
it
up my
before.
Floribama after show, so it's on the brain. But let's focus. Okay, so let's break down Kelsey, Kara, and Garrett. Okay, so something that obviously we understand, Kelsey's going through a lot of emotional she's going through a lot of different struggles in her life right now. She's trying to deal with long distance. She's trying to deal with, her mom's illness and everything. But something that I didn't think was fair is the way she approached Garrett and Kara. I think it should have been like let me call Garrett up, let's get coffee, let's talk about how you used to be my best friend, and now you're not. Did you guys think she approached the situation in the correct way?
No.
Not at all.
No, they were all drunk. And,
Yeah.
I mean, she completely came up there attacking Garrett, attacking Kara. I mean, even when Garrett tried to stick up for her, she just went even, farther deep. And then she just, basically is a kid. She threw a giant tantrum.
Mm-hmm.
I was just so confused about that whole interaction. I didn't know what was going to happen, but honestly, I think just the common thing amongst these youngins is that they don't think before they act. And it's like she just came in attacking. I didn't even know what the reason was for her to approach him, but clearly, I mean, it was because she was all emotional. But I guess people just run differently when they're all up in their emotions, right? I guess when Kelsey's emotional, she acts out and is
drunk.
angry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sorry,
and drunk. Yeah, drinking was not a good idea for them.
No. Yeah.
Katie, what were you
I
going to
just
say?
laughed a little because I was like, you know what? I thought about it. I've been Kelsey before.
Yeah, I think we all have been Kelsey's before
I've
with
been
exes.
there. I've definitely gone on to an ex I should have left alone and tried to start some stuff because I was in my feels and maybe drinking too much.
Right. I think obviously she went about this in the wrong way, and I think if she came over less defensive, he would have been there for her. And obviously he shows he's
Yeah.
approaching her. Obviously now it's a little too far gone because she's super upset. She is crying to Madison. But I really think that, what we learned from her conversation with her mom was that she really still has some deep-rooted feelings for Garrett, whether she wants to admit them or not. And when they did the flashback of her on the porch with Garrett and her kind of shooing Garrett away, I felt like that was her, I don't think she's fully over him yet. And I think that, her crying and her getting defensive and her yelling is her way of hiding her emotions instead of just facing it to the forefront and being like, listen, I went about our relationship in the completely wrong way. She doesn't want to admit she was wrong. She doesn't want to admit that she did something wrong to Garrett. And I think if she were to just admit what she did was wrong, admit that she wants to be friends with him, even though that's really hard to be friends with an ex, but they did share something really special for the time that she quit her job, moved to Florida. They had something there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I think that is kind of what we were seeing, but it was just communication is key, and not going up to people when you're drunk is definitely something you should stay away from. Like and that's what sucks is you can't predict those situations from happening. And unfortunately, you get drunk and then you have the anxiety the next day about making those poor decisions.
I feel like they just use like drinking as just kind of, because I feel like they can't do it sober.
Right.
They struggle with confronting and communicating while sober, which is weird. But I mean, hey,
That's me.
I mean, we've all been there. I get it, but it's like, it's never a good idea to mix drinking and emotions.
No,
Right.
We all know that.
I agree.
Yeah. And
Personal experience. I agree.
yeah, I know. I've definitely been there too. I think we all
know.
have.
Yeah.
But I
My
definitely
undertones.
think this could have been handled in a different way,
yeah.
obviously. But
They need to talk. They just
do.
need to talk.
And
sober.
sober, but also too, I think Kelsey, I think she needs to admit, what she's actually feeling, because every time she does talk to Garrett, she gets so defensive and she gets so
does.
like, I want to be mad at
Heated.
you and heated. And like she yelled at him last time he came
Yeah.
over and she was like, well, I don't care. I'm in love with my boyfriend, and just shut him
Yeah.
down. So it's like until she's ready to face the facts and ready to face what she actually feels with Garrett, I don't think she should be going up to him at all. She needs to really file and compartmentalize what her feelings are and what she's going through. And I think right now she's really just trying to deal with whatever is going on with her and Jacob. I mean,
Do you think she's more angry at herself, and maybe she's kind of just lashing out and just kind of like taking the anger that she has towards herself just and kind of like putting it on to others, maybe? Because she is the reason why they're not together, her and Garrett. I mean, she's the one that...
Yeah.
Maybe she realized that, she hurt Garrett a lot. I mean, I'm proud of Garrett for finally sticking up for himself, talking back, standing up for Kara. That was good. Very proud of him. Because I mean, Kelsey did have weightless threats.
Yeah.
And he was just like, why do I owe you what to tell you about my new girlfriend?
right. And I think that's definitely, it's not fair. Obviously, everybody has their qualms about Kara. But I don't think it's fair to sit there and just be like, you're a biatch. You know, you can't just say that for no reason just because you're angry or upset. That doesn't have any substance to what's going on right there. And of course, you're not going to come across looking the best.
But it's her gut feeling, remember?
Yeah.
She said
No,
that.
If it's her gut feeling, I think that's maybe something you keep to yourself and maybe talk to Garrett about and behind, after, you grab a coffee the next day. Not something you, scream in front of her face.
Yeah.
But, hey, at least we're all out in the front and Chloe doesn't need to go tell Kara what Kelsey feels.
I don't know. I give Kara props for just really chilling in that situation.
Yeah.
Definitely
They
not
did-
stooping to her level.
Yeah.
They definitely were very calm, cool, and collected. And it does seem to appear that Kara and Garrett are still together, still growing strong. And I think that Kara has a hard time opening up. And Garrett does a really good job of pulling those emotions out of her because she doesn't like admitting how she feels.
I am so team
Like
Garrett. I love
that.
it.
Yeah, I said that Garrett drags the love out of Kara.
Yeah, it was really.
He
I mean,
forces it out of her. He's like, "You care about me," and she's like, "No, yeah."
yeah. I will say, have you guys ever gotten a case of the smiles where you can't stop smiling?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was almost like watching that scene. You couldn't stop smiling because you're like, okay, this is real. And that's what's weird is I don't know if there's something that obviously we don't know Kara, but watching them on screen, they've got great chemistry.
Yeah, they do.
They really seem to be someone that's going to challenge each other in a relationship, which a lot of people ask for. They seem to have good communication, even if it might be a little aggressive at times. But it seems to be going well. And obviously, I know people are like, but what about the previews for next week? I really have a feeling that maybe I don't feel like Kara is gonna mess up. I don't think she's gonna mess what she has up with Garrett. I mean, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
From the
Especially-
beginning, I was team Carrot. I was
Yeah.
all for those two. So I'm so happy that they're still together.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I was gonna say, especially since she saw what Alex did at the tiki bar,
Right.
and she seemed very turned off by what he was saying. And he said some really disrespectful and inappropriate things that I definitely would not want in my significant other. So
Yeah, I thought it was all very disgusting. And let's just jump into, actually, before we do that, I just want to extend a huge thank you to all of you that listen out there, the ones that comment, the ones that subscribe, the ones that are our extended hosts. We love you guys. And before we continue, Katie, can you take it away?
Oh, of course. So, hey guys, Before we move on to our next topic, we just wanted to say thank you so much for making us the ESPN of TV talk, and for us to continue to grow. We could use your guys' help. So if you're on YouTube right now, please hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and if you're on iTunes, please give us a 5-star rating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, please. But no matter where you are, please leave us a comment so you can get involved in the conversation. We definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. We love chatting with you guys, and being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to all three of us, and Kaylee, I'm sure, and we all truly appreciate you supporting us in doing what we love. So don't forget to tell your friends and keep enjoying AfterBuzz TV shows.
And the Siesta key drama.
Of course.
Because the tea is ever so hot.
Oh yeah.
Every Tuesday.
Always spilling.
Yeah, always spilling. Speaking of spilling the tea, Shelby spills some Mondo tea. Like burn
Shelby.
your mouth tea
Yes.
to Chloe. All right. So, first of all,
Girl comes out of nowhere.
Do you
I
think
know, right?
Shelby is lying?
No.
No.
Me too. I don't think she's lying at all.
Why would she? She is not really in the show, so for her, I feel like the only purpose is to tell Juliet this information.
Right.
I've never been more excited for somebody's intro. Like she's like, I love Shelby. Like,
Yeah.
I like her too. I wish she was actually on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly think that she really had no reason to say this, and no offense, like even if someone were to argue like, oh, she just wanted to have airtime, I think that's some really bad drama to start if you just wanted airtime, because that doesn't help you, your image, that doesn't help anything about you. And I think to lie about something like that with that graphic nature of what that conversation was, no chance did she make that up. That is too much of specifics that you would ever need to share with someone. And obviously, if you like heard Shelby and Chloe go way back, they were best friends or whatever. And Shelby and Drew are dating, and they live in the same. Well, I don't think they live, but they are best friends with Alex. And she clearly has been around Juliet a lot, where she probably was like, dude, if they're gonna have this conversation about this girl that I have to see, hang out with,
All
and
the
be
time.
around all the time, I'm gonna let her know, because that's uncomfortable.
And that's what you call girl code.
Yes.
So good job, Shelby.
Good
Yes.
job. And I appreciated that they didn't do it at Amanda's party. They waited until the after party.
Yeah.
Very proud of them.
But it was just interesting to the dynamic of, so, you know, Shelby's telling Chloe this information. Chloe did a good job of like waiting for it to come out. But I just could not stand the wishy-washy back and forth of her boyfriend's support in this situation.
Drew.
Drew was not making any sense
What
at
are you
all.
doing,
He was
Drew?
stumbling on his words.
Yeah.
He said one line that really threw me off. He's like, like saying something, oh, she's not lying. Oh, she's telling the truth in like one sentence. He was like
Yeah.
contradicting himself
I
in
think
one
he said,
sentence.
Shelby is not lying. That's true, or something like that. Like what?
Yeah,
That
but
makes no-
then he kept he said Shelby's not lying. That's a lie.
He said,
Yeah.
he said
Oh,
lie
yes.
and truth in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Kels, Shelby's not
Something-
lying. That's the truth.
He like contradicted himself in his sentence, so it made no sense. But
That's
then he
ridiculous.
kept continuing to go on to say that, you know, she's lying, it's not true, he didn't say that. But you have to wonder, like, is it because of Alex? Because Alex is throwing a lot of pressure on
It
this
looks
Drew guy.
so bad on all angles. Like Drew,
Like this one, that
like
one,
it's
that
just
one.
like, let's dissect this for a second. You know how I like to dissect things.
Yes.
Drew is so messed up. Okay, that's your girlfriend for
That you've
since
been dating for
forever.
3 years, apparently,
Years.
or
time.
more.
Your girlfriend Shelby, okay, when she says something, I don't care who you are, who you're friends with or whatever, you stand by your significant other always, all right? Especially if you've been dating for like 3 years, like what the
Yeah.
heck? Shelby, of course, I totally believe her. Any friend of Chloe, like best friend of Chloe, is a friend of mine because I know they keep it real. Okay, and that's what I like. Okay, so, but yeah, that was just so wrong for Drew to be standing up for Alex, and Alex is just like calling her all kinds of names, all right? And Drew is not even sticking up for Shelby. Okay, he needs to stick up for her, okay, when she's telling the truth, okay, number one. And also, when Alex is calling her a B and telling him to control her B, like, I would have respected Drew so much more if he came up to Alex and been like,
and said,
don't talk.
calm down, don't talk
Exactly.
to my girl that way. I think you
So
need to,
messed up.
like, I think we need to talk about this in the morning or something. The
Exactly.
fact that after, like, after all of that, he didn't even say, like, he wasn't even being like, oh, no worry, like, or seeing how Shelby was doing. He literally was like, oh, Alex, you know I'm here for you. I got your back, dude. I'm here. Like, what? We haven't even been introduced to you, and that's how you show your loyalty? Like, I'm confused.
I don't like Drew.
But she didn't even seem mad, Shelby.
Yeah, she didn't.
She didn't even seem to care that he was, like, going against her word. Like, she would just like look at him and she'd be like,
well, I
it's
think
the truth.
I think she knows the truth, but that also kind of makes me wonder, has this happened before? Have we been in a situation like this multiple times where she's just used to the drama of Alex and Drew and whatever, which is sad. And I just feel like there's so, like, I believe her because there's so much evidence against him.
Yeah.
You know?
So true.
And the fact that he's getting so defensive and he is just yelling and, like, it's so aggravating too that he's not even he's making it seem like Juliet should be groveling for him.
Yeah.
No. You need to be groveling for her. You need to be apologizing. The fact that you continuously yell and get angry and be defensive shows to me that you did do something wrong because you're embarrassed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Oh, totally.
And if you didn't do something wrong, then you're just like, dude, I can't even deal with this right now. Like, I'm out. I'll, like, you know, like, or you'd be like, I'm going to prove. If you loved her, you'd be like, listen, I didn't do this, and I'm going to prove to you every day, as long as it takes to get you back, because I love you so much. But he doesn't, because he's probably hooking up with someone else right now.
Exactly. Instead, he just calls all the girls B words and stuff. And what's Chloe's favorite word? He likes to deflect.
Yeah.
Deflect.
Okay? It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Alex, I
I
can't.
know. It's just like he
Super
forgot
rude.
that he had 2 girls in his bed. So
Yeah. I just think that he does mention, though, let's remember this, that the next day he said he was very regretful of his behavior. So obviously he knew what he did was wrong. And I think it was just like his drunken self coming out, but also like that's not like we've seen time and time again how he puts Juliet down. He's constantly degrading to people. He's constantly like Polly's got his back being like, oh, he's like the king of Siesta Key. He can do no wrong. And I just don't feel like that's not okay. It never is. And to put people down like that. And Juliet wasn't even getting mad. She wasn't even crying. She was just like, listen, I just want the truth. I'm sick of people telling me this, that, and the other. Just tell me what's up.
yeah, she literally said she would forgive him. Honest to God, thinks she would have if he would have been honest with her.
Yeah. Oh man, and Chloe, I mean, I love those words. She deserves to know because man, oh man, does she come through with the knowledge.
Gotta love her.
Something too that was really annoying is that like multiple times I'm kind of excited. Well, I want to know about you guys. How excited are you that Chloe and Alex are ending their friendship?
I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I mean, they're so mean to each other.
They are.
They are. It's very unhealthy and something that I mean, Chloe has mentioned this and we've seen multiple times. Whenever whenever Alex is in a bind, if he's done something wrong or whatever, he always blames Chloe, and she's the easiest person to throw under the bus, and he always is just dragging her name in everything, no matter what. He's never treated her like a friend, to me and Maya, from what we've seen on Siesta Key. Obviously, we don't know their past relationship, but like, from them going to the Bahamas last season and him and Polly making fun of her, like, he's just, and I think that was really the seed that started the negative friendship for them.
Oh yeah,
I never
it really
understood.
started to break them apart.
Yeah. So I never understood their friendship at all. Like,
No.
it's just, yeah, from the time where he basically, you know, was making fun of her weight, and from like the first season, which was totally wrong, and then Paulie always dissing her, and then Alex not defending her. And then on top of that, it seems like every time Chloe, you know, has a friend, it's like, that friend ends up hooking up with Alex, and
Right.
Yes.
Chloe tries to come in to be like, oh, she deserves to know, you know, mission. And then,
she does.
And she does. And then Alex starts a fight with Chloe because it's just such a mess. Like, they need to end their friendship. They don't deserve each other as friends. They
I
don't.
feel like, you know, they probably did have a good friendship before this because, you know, they were probably friends all throughout school and everything. And, you know, I'm thinking back and, you know, probably when you're in your teens, Alex probably was fun. He was probably fun to be around. You know, he's kind of immature. He loves to party. So I bet that was fun in high school. But, like, they're all growing into their mid-20s and they're getting older. And you see people growing up. And I feel like another thing is we're not seeing a lot of change from Alex.
Yeah.
And Chloe has grown so much, I feel, over this past season, or even from the last season.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just think that their friendship is up.
Sometimes growing up means growing apart.
Yeah, no, it's 100% true.
Sad truth here.
The sad,
Siesta Key.
sad truth.
Yes.
Get rid of those negative friendships, guys.
I want to ask you guys how you felt about Alex's comment about Chloe just kind of wanting to be the queen and like using Chloe as a reason as to why his relationships don't work.
Deflect, yes.
All I have to say.
Yeah.
3 words.
Right. And it's just,
I totally agree.
yeah, I just think
I
that
totally agree.
he always is just, I just was so interested by that because he was like, oh, she just wants to be the queen. So every time I'm in a relationship, she tries to knock it down. It's like, no, I don't think she cares anymore. She just realizes that she wants Juliet to be happy and she's not going to be happy unless she hears the words from Alex's mouth,
Yeah.
I did it.
And I don't
Yeah.
care what anyone says. I'm always team Chloe. Like, because
Yeah.
honestly, out of everybody in Siesta Key, Chloe is the one that keeps it 100. And I respect that so
Yeah.
much. Okay.
Yeah.
Alex is playing all these games with his player ways or whatever. But I think he gets most mad at Chloe because she is the only one that calls him out for his.
To his face.
She
And she said, I'm the
is.
only one that's going to come here and do it to you.
It's because Chloe's got balls. Can I say that?
Yes,
on
Chloe.
here?
Well, you
Yes.
just did, so
No,
it's
you
okay.
just did, so I'm with it. Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, immediately.
Yeah.
Can
how
I
funny
interject real
yeah.
quick?
Yeah, Steph.
Chloe has ovaries as a feminist. I feel like
Yeah,
balls are
that's
so weak.
That's
Sorry,
true.
you're
Yeah.
right. Of course.
Yeah.
It's what I've been correcting people because I'm like, wait, women are the strongest people ever. So
That's
You're right.
very
We birth
true, Steph.
humans.
Yeah.
We birth
Yeah,
humans.
literally, we carry humans and we birth them.
Chloe, you got some ovaries. Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, I and also Alex, like you bitching, or sorry, I shouldn't have said that. My bad. Oops.
We're letting it all out right now.
What he said over the intercom and like calling her names and stuff, and she's like, "You're literally over the microphone. I can hear everything you're saying."
Yeah, he was like, Chloe, F that, F
She's
her.
like, F her. She's such a B. And then she's like, I can hear everything. It's like, all right, hold on.
Like they're so crazy.
Gonna miss them.
One piece of crazy that I just cannot wrap my head around is this whole Polly situation.
Ugh,
Listen,
Holly.
I can't.
organization is a huge factor in this entire thing. Clearly, he doesn't have it. But something that I'm just so blown away by is like, okay, so you got a ticket. Yeah, you were drunk. But clearly, you woke up and you had that ticket in your pocket. It blows my mind that he probably just threw it away. Like, put the date in your phone. You're on your phone all the time. Put the date in your phone. And then you wouldn't have been involved in this situation. And it's different. It'd be different if this is like maybe the first time. But the fact that he's been he's done this so many times. And he knows that there's like a last straw until his family lets him go of like his money.
Trust fund, yeah.
It's just so mind-blowing to me. Like, I feel like he needs to face some sort of reality to where he's going to change.
You think he would have by now? How many times have he said, "Oh, this is a wake-up call.
Right.
This is a wake-up call"? Clearly not.
Yeah.
Not for him, definitely not. He needs to get his life together. And I think it's because he's just been so spoiled, not even just by like his grandma, but like by Alex and his dad. You know, they're always like, you know, saving
take care
him.
of it.
Exactly. They're always
Yeah.
saving him or bailing him out or whatever. And I think he kind of expects that to happen again and again and again. But, you know, time's up, buddy.
Right. Well, and was so interesting. He's like, I literally got a warrant for my arrest, but I'm not going to go in. But like, Alex should have been like, listen, I will get you an Uber there right now. I'm sorry if you have to spend the weekend there, but like, this will help like relieve other situations. Like, that was just mind blowing to me. Especially like to me, like on camera, like you're like saying like, I'm going to like not go to like, what? That's just crazy to me. But also too, the fact that he sat down with Alex's dad and they both, like, Polly and Alex both were just like, so what are you going to do?
Yeah, take care of it, Dad.
Yeah, just take care of it.
Polly yawned while asking his dad to get him a lawyer.
Yeah, that was that blew me away. Blew me away.
blow me.
Like, that was too much.
Yeah, I really hope that Alex and his dad don't help him this time around and that he has to take care of it, maybe doing it on his own.
Right. Well, the
He'll
thing,
think about it a little
Eventually,
more.
the help is going to stop because
Maybe. Right.
it's just ridiculous.
well, what's also crazy to me, too, is he clearly has the opportunity to utilize his resources. If Alex and Alex's dad are going to be there to help support him, let him stay with them wherever he may be staying right now, and his grandma's helping him, like, use those resources to help build you up to be a better person. And I just hope that maybe these last mistakes and these last straws that are broken will really help him become a better person, help him to get his feet on the ground and really build from here and get a job or whatever it may be. So I guess it's only time will tell.
I don't know, because I mean, I just like, what is it gonna take though for him to realize? Because every time he messes up, he just says, "Oh, I really hope that my grandma's not gonna take my trust fund away from me."
Right, he knows what the
he knows how
issue
close
is.
he
Yeah.
is from getting cut off, yet he still can't help himself.
Yeah.
He deserves whatever's coming to him because he's responsible for his own actions, and obviously those actions are going to be leading to those consequences.
Right.
So whatever comes at him, I mean, that's his own
And that's
fault.
what Alex's dad said.
Exactly. I agree 100% with his dad.
So
I
Chris,
was gonna say he needs like those tough love things where you throw him in prison for a day.
oh gosh.
Oh my god, yeah. Where scared straight.
Yeah.
You ever? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wasn't that a show?
Yes. So he needs to go on that show. Maybe it'll scare him straight.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, he needs that
Crazy.
for
He's
sure.
giving you a
Yeah.
celebrity feature.
Changing gears over to Madison and Jared. This was obviously like a really heartbreaking scene to watch. And obviously, I really appreciate Madison's honesty and being like, listen, I'm so sorry I couldn't be there for you, but like, I just needed to give you some space from when you asked me out, which is 100% fair. But kind of realizing what Jared's going through is just so heartbreaking. And knowing that like what his mom was saying and he's really struggling right now, it was really also great to kind of show that like Candace and Jared are there for each other because they're both going through something really monumental in their lives right now. But I don't know, it was really heartbreaking because he said like he feels broken and he's just gotten used to that feeling.
Yeah.
And that was so hard.
It was really sad seeing that, and yeah, just him opening up about his struggles and all the things that he was saying, like just the nightmares, and then he's using drinking as kind of a way out of his depression and all that. And obviously there are people who are really going through that, and it's really sad. But yeah, like you said, it was really good to see that Madison was here for him, and she even said that she was here for him. And then also his conversation with Candace, like he does have those good people around that are supporting him. So I think he definitely needs that.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm really glad that he has Canvas.
Yeah, I think that relationship and friendship is really fun.
He needs a friendship, and I am here for Madison and Jared for when they want to become a thing.
Wait, I am as well. Like he said, he's in it for the long run, and I could totally see them ending up together.
Me too. I think they're so each other's type. She needs someone like Jared who's just gonna shower her with love and like acceptance, and just he's gonna love her for the queen that she is. And that's exactly what she needs, because I feel like Madison always goes after guys that end up screwing her over.
Yeah, that's so true. And she's such a like caregiver. She's like a caretaker, and I really feel like that caretaking personality that she has will really help, Jared out. And she's so patient too. So he definitely needs that.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
He definitely
Yes. If they
Yes.
are not together, we are matchmaking them right now.
Let's do this. I'm
What's
all
their
for
name? Married?
Jaredison.
Jarrison or married?
Or Jadison.
Jadison?
Jared.
Jardison?
I like Jardison.
Jardison.
We're gonna have to
think
work
on
on
that
some.
one.
You guys,
We're shipping it.
also work on some names.
Yeah,
Maybe
let
let
us
us
know.
know in the comments.
Yeah. Because I just feel like at this point she likes more of the idea of Ben because, they had this on and off thing for 6 years and then she finally got him.
Ben's
and then
cute to look at. He's got cute blue eyes,
Ugh, I'm
But
so
I also
over
dark
it.
feel like-
tan skin, brown hair. I
do
don't
you
know. I'm
think
into
he's fun to
it.
hang out with? Like, I feel like
But
sometimes
no.
he never really like jokes or laughs.
But apparently he's really good at sexting. So
yeah, with Tawny. Oh gosh, that drama is going to drop and be crazy next
I
week.
can't.
I'm
wait.
so here for it. Come on, Madison. Like, call him out. I can't.
You're like,
Yeah,
just
call
can't
him
do it.
out.
Do it,
And she drops it on Tawny, and I am.
look, Madison is nothing if she's not classy.
Yeah, that is true. Man, oh man, it's gonna be crazy. I think that kind of wraps up this episode. Let's get into some let's get into some predictions.
Yeah.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV
Prediction.
Okay,
predictions.
before you get into your predictions, this is like a question about something that could happen. Like
Okay.
it's technically a prediction. So I want to know, do you guys think that Juliet, based off of like just the episodes we've seen so far, forget about social media and what we know outside of this, do you think throughout the rest of the season is Juliet going to take Alex back?
Yeah, I think it's going to be like an ongoing thing, like that have they always been every season, every episode, on and off again, on and off again. So I think, despite what happened or after everything that happened this episode and last episode, I think she's going to take him back. But then he's going to screw up again, because like he always does, or more
Right.
skeletons are going to come out of the closet, more people are going to be speaking the truth, and then Juliet's going to cry, and then they're going to break up, and then the following week they'll get back together again.
boy.
It's just going to be a whole roller coaster. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. Maybe like one more episode of them like
Playing the tug of war.
yeah, maybe she like asks him again one more time, like, are you sure you didn't cheat on me? But I think she's very close to her breaking point with him. And I think like one more episode like this and I think like, it could be over. Totally.
I agree. I think that what we see now is Juliet facing the facts. And the fact that she's crying and getting so emotional is because she's realizing, like, I really can't take him back. Like, I
Yeah.
know too much at this point, and that's
Yeah.
why she was telling Chloe, like, I don't even want to know anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're getting
Been
back
there,
together.
done that.
She's in
Yeah.
denial. She's definitely
She
in denial
is.
right now, for sure.
Yeah.
And she's gonna get out of that, and then she's gonna realize,
How good it can be.
yeah, and how bad it is.
Yeah.
Right now.
She can
Okay.
be so better.
Sorry, guys. Now into your real predictions. I just had to know what you were thinking.
Ooh, well.
No, totally.
My goodness. Oh my gosh, so many predictions. But well, definitely I'm looking forward to the Tawny and Madison confrontation. I'm just, gosh, how I want it to end is obviously Madison believing Tawny, like right off the bat, and calling Ben out for his crap. But I think it's gonna I think she might be in denial in the beginning. So she was obviously going to get into an argument with Tawny, and then eventually she'll find out the truth. But yeah, that's my little prediction for that.
Do you think that she's going to only blame Tawny, or do you think she's going to blame Ben as well?
I think she's going to blame Tawny in the beginning mostly, but then once the receipts come out, the text messages and all that, bring out the receipts, Tawny.
Yes.
Then she'll probably obviously blame Ben, but she'll probably still blame Tawny too, because she was egging it on. And Tawny knows that Ben is in
Right.
a relationship with Madison, so
Right.
she's in the wrong too a little bit.
Ben for sure knows he's in a relationship with Madison.
Of course.
Well, thank God Ben knows.
Yeah.
At least someone knows. Damn.
That's gonna be messy. I'm excited. Paulie, I really hope he's gonna get. I guess it's more of a want than a prediction, but I do hope that he gets some really tough love this next episode, and he starts getting his life back on track, because that he needs some help.
Yeah.
Also, I just shipped Jared and Madison, so I'm just kind of hoping that they get together. Something happens, they go on a date, some sparks fly. I don't know.
Yeah, Madison, leave
Use your
Ben.
imagination.
Go to Jared.
Yeah, I would love for that to happen. I think that they'd be so great together. And like you said, I think that Madison deserves someone that is fully invested in just her.
Yeah.
Which would be fun. Also, let's not forget, I think Brandon might be trying to like pawn for her. You
Oh,
know,
I forgot about him.
Brandon, we didn't see him much this episode.
Yeah, which that means maybe there's some good drama coming.
Another music video? What?
Woo!
Oh my gosh, too good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay. My predictions is that Juliet and Alex are going to be no longer after this episode, and then also that I think maybe Kelsey and Garrett will have another maybe offline conversation about by offline I mean like not in front of Kara this time, and maybe some of her true emotions will come out, and like she'll actually talk to him about like, I didn't mean to approach it this way. This is how I'm feeling. And I think it might leave Garrett feeling a little like questionable about where his feelings lie, but then it's gonna be like a no-brainer. Like the show's gonna make it seem like he like doesn't know where he's gonna go to,
Is
but
he
then
gonna go
I
again?
think he fully is invested with Kara.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of wraps it up though. So
Wow.
Next week is going to be juicy.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait every week. Every Tuesday. It's so much fun.
Forget about Taco Tuesday. It's Siesta Key Tuesday.
Yes, of
and
course.
it is full of tea and we love it. All right, but in the meantime, DJ, where can they find you on social media?
Thank you guys so much for watching. It was great to be back. You can find me on social media on Instagram at DJ_Bollier.
And Katie Wolski.
Yes, guys, such a good episode today. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KatieWalski_.
Hey guys, Allie Nasta here. Find me on Instagram at Allie Girl. And of course, follow AfterBuzz TV on all social media platforms. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.